What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Trade season is in full swing. The Houston Rockets have traded PJ Tucker to the Milwaukee Bucks. The full trade package is PJ Tucker, Rodions Kurucs, and a 2022 first-round pick from Milwaukee, which we will explain in detail a little bit later. What the Rockets get back in return is DJ Augustine, DJ Wilson, and a 2023 unprotected first-round pick. There is also a clause that Houston gets to swap its 2021 second-round pick, so this year's second-round pick, for a Milwaukee first-round pick, unless that second-round pick falls between the first and the ninth spots. That's not anything to worry about majorly. Most likely our pick will fall in the top 10 in the second round, so that's not really anything to worry about. The main focus points of this deal are, of course, PJ Tucker going to Milwaukee, and of course us getting back DJ Augustine, DJ Wilson, and that pick swap. So first of all, I wanted to ask you, what are your instant reactions to this deal, and how do you think it's going to play out for both sides?
Yeah, this is a trade that has been waiting to occur for a while. You know, PJ played his last game for the Rockets a week ago, I believe. And Milwaukee was one of the main suitors for PJ Tucker. And this is a pretty solid deal, just looking at first glance. I mean, PJ Tucker was kind of like, his production was kind of going down and down. And so the fact that we were able to get an unprotected first-round pick back is pretty great by Rafael Stone. Once again, Stone does a really good job, and he does get a 24-year-old in DJ Wilson, who could have some potential. You never know what Silas could do with him. And we also get rid of Rodions Kurucs. He wasn't doing anything for this team. And it's kind of funny how we give them back the pick we got from the Harden trade. But yeah, I think it's a solid return for PJ Tucker for sure.
Yeah, I mean, there were reports and rumors going out there about the deal for PJ Tucker being just a second-round pick. So, like, just a team giving us a second for PJ Tucker. So the fact that Stone was able to get a first, even if it is just a swap, is a really big deal. And more on that the first-round pick. So the pick that we are trading back to Milwaukee is their 2022 first, which came in as a part of the Harden deal. And so that pick was originally Milwaukee's, got it, and then now they get it right back. This 2023 first-round pick, I wouldn't pay too much attention to it because, again, if you look at the Supermax contract Giannis signed last fall, it is a 5-year Supermax deal, and so that extends all the way into 2025 or 2024. So this falls right in the middle of a Supermax contract for Giannis, and so unless Giannis makes a crazy trade request over the next couple seasons, that pick is not going to be anything to be really worried about for the Houston Rockets. It's probably going to end up in the 20s for the Houston Rockets. But again, the Houston Rockets so far, their scouting team has proven to be very, very good at finding those, diamonds in the rough and those little hidden gems late in the draft. So maybe Houston can get a gem again late in the draft. And as far as the players that we got back, DJ Augustine hasn't been doing anything impressive this season. People have been calling him washed. He hasn't been the same in Milwaukee, so I wouldn't pay much attention to him. As far as DJ Wilson goes, DJ Wilson has been a very confusing player. This season, he played 12 games for Milwaukee, averaging about 9 minutes a game. He shot 37% from the field, 35% from three. He averages 3.6 points per game. I could see Steven Silas using DJ Wilson as a sort of rotational big in that sort of big rotation that we have with Christian Wood, Justin Patton, and I guess DJ Wilson could fit in somewhere in the mix there as well. And, again, as far as the player return that we got, I wouldn't be too hyped up for anything out of this. Again, the picks that we got are going to be like in the 20s, and the players themselves, DJ Augustine, I guess, could come in and be like a veteran leader, a locker room presence for the young guys, and DJ Wilson, I guess, has potential as a rotational big for the Houston Rockets. And I wanted to ask you, what do you see DJ Wilson being for the Houston Rockets? Do you think he'll be, like I said, like a rotational big? Do you think minimal? What do you think he's going to be for us?
I mean, like you said, I think he's just going to be a rotational guy. I mean, his field goal percentage is not that great, 37.2%. His field goal percentage from three is okay for a big, 35.7%. So maybe he'll be one of those, like, 3-point shooting bigs. Maybe he can learn a thing or two from Christian Wood or something. But yeah, probably going to be a rotational guy for now. He will probably get way more minutes here than compared to Milwaukee. And DJ Augustine, he's a decent guy. He averaged 6.1 points this season so far, and he's shooting 38.0% from three. So that's not too bad. Obviously, it's mainly about the picks here, and I'm thinking, like, going back to the point you said about Giannis still being with Milwaukee until 2024-2025. I feel like that 2023 unprotected first round pick might be used to land another player, like another superstar for us, like in a trade package or something of that sort. So probably might be on the lookout for that. And I wanted to ask you, how much better do you think Milwaukee gets after this trade?
I'm not sure how much better they get. I mean, this is already a team that was very sound defensively. You know, you have the reigning defensive player of the year, Giannis. You already have one of the best defensive guards in the NBA, Drew Holiday, in the backcourt. So as far as defense goes, they don't really get much. I guess you do add a little bit more spacing with PJ Tucker if he can, rediscover that corner three-point shot. But I didn't really see much of Milwaukee as far as trade rumors. So this kind of caught me off guard. I was really thinking it was going to be like one of the Miamis or Brooklyn or Los Angeles. I didn't think Milwaukee was going to be in there, but again, this deal for Milwaukee, I mean, it doesn't have as much of an impact as a trade to Philly or Miami or Los Angeles or Brooklyn would. But again, I think if PJ can rediscover that three-point shot, I think he will be giving good contribution to Milwaukee. And as far as the defensive presence, Milwaukee is already an amazing defensive team, and they're only going to be better on the defensive side of the ball now.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. And I mean, Drew Holiday, Giannis, like, they have a great core in Milwaukee. So I think I think PJ Tucker is going to prove to be useful in certain games. You know how PJ Tucker kind of has those flashes. I mean, he's had those games even with us here, where he can kind of like drive to the basket at times, have his own floater game. Like, PJ Tucker kind of secretly hides that from us, and then once in every blue moon kind of shows that skill set. So maybe he gets to be more of himself there out on Contender. I really hope PJ Tucker wins a ring. And that's pretty much it for the video. Let us know your thoughts on this trade, and as always, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Thank you all for watching. Peace.